It was a jaw-dropping list of revelations during last night's January 6th committee hearing.
The panel laid out new evidence that former President Donald Trump watched the violence at the Capitol unfold on TV. Our Natalie Brand walks us through the evidence.
He betrayed his oath of office and was derelict in his duty.
The January 6th Select Committee laid out its case that former President Donald Trump fueled the crowd and then did nothing to stop the Capitol attack in its early hours.
We have a clear shot if we move quickly. We got smoke downstairs, set by unknown smoke.
The panel played chilling audio of Secret Service agents scrambling to keep then Vice President Mike Pence safe as they feared for their own lives.
There were calls to say goodbye to family members.
The situation was escalating, and it was escalating quickly.
Live and taped testimony from former White House officials detailed efforts within the White House to get the former president to call off his supporters.
That was pretty clear. There needed to be an immediate and forceful response statement, public statement that people need to leave the Capitol now.
Did you ever hear the president ask for the National Guard?
The committee also played never-seen-before outtakes of the former president's video message later that day when he finally urged supporters to go home while at the same time amplifying false claims of election fraud. And this outtake from January 7th showing Mr. Trump's struggle to concede.
This election is now over. Congress has certified the results. I don't want to say the election's over. I just want to say Congress has certified the results without saying the election's over, okay?
I think the president certainly has criminal exposure. I'm not a prosecutor, I'm not DOJ.
The committee says it continues to receive new information and will hold more hearings in September. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Illinois Congressman Adam Kinzinger, who you heard there, says former President Trump, former president's conduct is, quote, a stain on our history. He says now that the committee has laid out its evidence, it is up to prosecutors.
We've proven different components of a criminal case against Donald Trump or people around him in every hearing. And I think taken in totality, this represents the greatest effort to overturn the will of the people, to conspire against the will of the people, and to conspire against American democracy that we've ever had, frankly, since the Civil War. So, yeah, I think we've proven that. It's up to justice now to make a decision.
Former President Trump slammed the House Select Committee on social media, calling its investigation a fake case and a scam.